Oh, just wait.
Oh, I got you now. I can hear you
Okay.
now. Yep.
Awesome.
So, I mean, how long have you been in the competition, so to speak, as far as being online and being the face that you are, for the Fashion Week competition?
I actually saw it on Facebook about maybe 5, 6 days ago, maybe.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't
So
actually.
there we go. So it's not like it's the campaign has been on all month or anything like that. This is pretty new and fresh.
I think she posted just the day before. So there was a couple competitors that were posted the day before I was.
Okay.
And then there's even a couple more that was added later.
And obviously, looking ahead, this is for Vancouver's Indigenous Fashion Week come end of November and into December is the idea. If you win this,
Yeah, it starts on
what do
November
you win?
29th.
And what do you win if you get the most votes?
You get a chance to model with the Supernaturals Model and Talent Agency. You walk alongside them, and you get to be in the All My Relations fashion show.
Very cool. And
Yes.
have you been on the runway before, whether it's out of a competition or just modeling clothes?
Yes, actually, back in when I was like 17 or 18, I went into a competition, and there was like 5,000 girls, and they had to choose 100 out of all of those girls, and I was chosen. So out of those 100 girls, we got to go into a fashion show, and then they did elimination, the next 25, the next 12, the next 6, and I got up to the top 6, and but I didn't win. So then the next year I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I got this. And unfortunately, I missed the date. I missed the fashion show. So I ended up not going. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I just focused on school and work.
And to bring it back to the immediacy of why it's this will be posted on Thursday night and early, and we're kind of late Thursday afternoon. Is the deadline tomorrow at midnight? Is it tomorrow at 4 or 5 p.m.? How long do people have to find out the site and click for your face and name? Sorry,
I'm actually not too sure because I did look on the page. I did think it was at a later date, but I did look today and it says November 18th, 2022. So it didn't actually list the time. So I'm not quite sure.
Something to find out. And also, you mentioned, we talked about some of the runway work and that kind of competition. Have you ever auditioned for film or television, and how did that go?
Yes. So when I did compete in that fashion show when I was like 17 or 18, I was taking acting classes. And like I said, I ended up focusing on school and work after that. Mm-hmm. And then I started, I had my firstborn at age 21. So then that's what I focused on, being a mother, still getting my education, still working. And then back in 2015, they were doing a worldwide First Nation call for HBO Lewis and Clark. So I went and auditioned, and I didn't think I got it because I was like a month or two later. And then they finally contacted me and said that I can go do the background in the movie there. And it ended up getting canceled, but I still got that experience and stuff. And I met some people there, and they were asking me like what talent agency I was with. And I said, none. I said, I just went and auditioned myself.
Right. So
they were referring me, and I actually signed up with TBA Talent with Tracy Wallaschuk. And she got me on Heartland, Winona Earp. I did a movie, El Chicano. We did a Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women video. And the last series I was in was A Teacher. It was a TV series, but I didn't follow through. Like I didn't get to finish it because of work and stuff.
So how long have you lived in Dawson Creek?
A year.
1 year. And what brought you here?
Well, I met my fiance, Earl Lambert. He is a motivational speaker.
I know Earl.
And I traveled with him to many different provinces, and I went and attended his workshops and seeing what kind of work he does. He actually taught me a lot about First Nation culture because I grew up non-traditional. And he taught me how to smudge. He taught me, we went to like pipe ceremony, we went to healing sweat, that kind of stuff. And so he actually grew up in Dawson Creek. So we decided to move there. So he was closer to his family and stuff like that. And yeah.
And it must be very fulfilling, literally this week, where you get to combine both these two, both in a way cultures of you. Obviously the acting, modeling, and the everything that comes with the face public persona, and then in this case, it's for an Indigenous week come end of the month.
Right. And I did get into more cultural stuff myself. Like I started making macrame dream catchers. I started making ribbon skirts. And then I do have some ideas on making some projects for that I want to do that I haven't done yet.
Right.
To bring awareness and stuff like that. And yeah, so I want to be a designer too, as well, and also be a model.
Well, and is that what's going to be taking you, obviously, win, lose, or draw this week and then come into the month? Is that exactly what kind of the type of activities that will be taking you through into 2023?
I imagine if I win, then I think that would be the road that I would go towards.
Very good.
And it will help me fulfill my goals towards that.
And then for anybody that's tuning in, you're looking to go to the Facebook page, and it's called See Lysias Designs by Stephanie Gamble. I'll put it in the links and in the comments and on the YouTube and on the website as well. And then I'm sure in the Facebook as well. And I'll endeavor to find out when the actual deadline is tomorrow. As far as getting you to the top. And as we talk right now, it's 5:36, certainly in mile zero time here. Are you still second place? Is that the plan right now? And let's just get you to first.
Yes, your votes are greatly appreciated.
There we go.
And
is there anything we didn't chat about that you want to make sure is attached to your name and, ahead going forward, obviously into the next 24 hours or at least into the next month or so as well?
Yeah, I actually wanted to also say that I have been sober from drugs and alcohol for 19 years this November 27th. And I got a lot of education under my belt, and I've done a lot of things in my life that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I wasn't sober. And I also kind of wanted to talk about the designer too. I don't personally know her, but I did see her on TV actually probably about a week ago. And I remember her story that she told. She said that she was working on her clothing line and stuff, and she had somebody break into her vehicle and stole her clothes. And so she actually had to work her way into getting some new designs for,
for the show,
for fashion shows and stuff. So she had to work extra hard because she lost a lot, right? And so that was part of like me wanting to sign in with her too, because I know that she's trying her best.
And then presumably
and that she never gave up.
Presumably the scoop is that you would be modeling her clothing and some of her lines at Indigenous Week at the end of the month.
Yes.
Very cool. Excellent. Thanks very much for we put this together pretty quick with the phone call and the video. Thanks for letting me bend your ear here this evening.
No, thank you very much for the interview. It's greatly appreciated, and I never expected it.
No, and then
But I'm still cheering myself on.
no, and then just another reminder for people that are watching. I'll put it in the link, but Facebook page is called See Lysias Designs by Stephanie Gamble. Both Stephanie and Gamble are common spellings there with a PH, and then just like Johnny Cash and Kenny Rogers, Gamble. But let's try to get some votes over the next 24 hours. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening and a good week.
You too.
Take care.